Weather records from the 1920s may finally put to rest the debate over whether Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay really were the first to reach the top of Mount Everest.
There have always been questions about whether the two Brits beat them to it 100 years ago. And now one historian thinks that he has the answer. Here is Isabel Ewing with more.
It's one of mountaineering's most enduring mysteries. Did the two British climbers who died during a 1924 expedition to the top of Mount Everest beat Sir Edmund Hillary to the summit?
When your Ed Hillary got to the summit of Everest, he didn't dance around or plant a flag. The first thing he looked for was signs of Mallory and Irvine.
Mallory and Irvine were last seen about 250 metres below the peak before disappearing into the clouds. Mallory's body was discovered in 1999. Irvine's was never found. Items like broken climbing rope and goggles have been recovered.
It is our intention to go back and continue the search for Andrew Irvine and the camera.
That camera might have held evidence that the pair had summited, lent to Mallory by Howard Somerville, whose distant relative has devoted his life to solving the mystery.
I started the search for Mallory in 1999. We found his body, but there was no camera.
Multiple expeditions since then have come no closer to an answer. But now a crucial clue might have been found in barometer records.
There was a 10 millibar drop in pressure as Mallory and Irvine neared the summit. Now that is the equivalent of 180 metres extra on the summit.
For the climbers, that's an invisible enemy.
Mallory and Irvine would have seen the blizzard coming in. They would have felt the pressure drop because of it, they would have become breathless.
And he thinks they likely turned back. So what does Sir Ed's family think of it all?
The overwhelming evidence is that they didn't get up there.
But they were an incredibly bold bunch.
They had to make do. They had hobnailed boots, long woolen stockings. They just had woolen coats, sort of sports coats.
A journalist phoned and put it to Sir Ed back in 1999.
Dad just replied, "Oh, well, I've had 40 good years out of it."
A Kiwi response to a question that's captivated climbing buffs for a century. Isabel Ewing, Newshub.